It's week 4 of the National Football League, and our focus is on the Lions' Offensive Player of the Year. He was historic a week ago, surpassing Shannon Sharpe's 2002 mark of 214 yards by a tight end. It's the Lions and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this 1st quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah. 2
touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Ready, break.
Throwing to start the drive. Ivy. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Yeah, in fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and...
Looking to throw on second down. Ivy. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Let's go now.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun. Ivy. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So game would be ideal.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The Lions had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Get it.
Throwing to start the drive. Ivy, throw left side, complete to Chase. The numbers a week ago for Chase. 7 catches, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Only a couple there, as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check. Hey, check, Panther.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ivy. Open man is Chase, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ivy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Ready, go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A nice little juke. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. To throw on second down, Ivy. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Ivy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Butker's kick here is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Looking for his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 3. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Hey, check, Panther. No.
Throwing on first down, Ivy. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. A beautiful fake. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go now.
2nd and 8. Back to throw. Ivy. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Now the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Ivy, he finds his man, complete. It's Young. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, Ivy. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started up at Lambeau. Denver in town to take on Green Bay. And it's the Broncos who are out in front. 3 touchdown passes there for Jalen Hurts. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. The Browns looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. The Texans trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Dobbins. And he powers his way up past the 30.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. Down at the 25.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here we go.
Dobbins is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Down.
Off the option, that's complete. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
2 yards to loss, second and 12.
The further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now this throw caught left side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Jamar Chase.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Bunker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on, set. Right, right.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Here's Dobbins. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st down, Ivy. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Let's go now.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ivy. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Hey, hey.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
No, no. Alert, alert.
From the gun on third down. Ivy, throw left side complete. That's Young.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
It's a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. At it in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And he'll take this one only up to about the 21.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open. It's Marshall, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Let's do this, man. Play smart, baby. Let's go, baby.
Set, ready.
A Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Lions, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.